Tenants at a property in Alamo Heights said their mailboxes had been broken for months and it wasn't clear who was responsible to fix them. Finally, they called KENS, and reporter Andrew Moore went to Alamo Heights to find a solution.
Today, Brown and another tenant at the apartment complex behind me has been trying to get their mailboxes fixed for the last 8 months. And finally, in October, they started calling the news. KENS 5 then reached out to both their management and the U.S. Postal Service, and eventually they got the job done.
And as you can see, it just drops down.
Janae Brown says thieves damaged this entire row of mailboxes in March. The last two sections were fixed, but their section was still completely unsecure, and that meant important packages,
Housing, Social Security,
were getting held at the post office and sometimes sent back.
I've had my utilities cut off because of it.
Cynthia Hernandez also missed important correspondence. Hernandez says she called maintenance multiple times and even started texting their landlord. Her texts show the landlord pointing at the post office and the post office and code enforcement pointing at the landlord.
and it's frustrating, and we don't know what else to do.
So finally, they called KENS 5. KENS 5 contacted both the property manager and the U.S. Postal Service to find out what was going on. It turns out the apartment complex was responsible for installing a bracket to fix the boxes, which they had already ordered, and USPS was responsible for fixing the master lock. Neither side would go on record to explain why this was taking so long, but still, after multiple calls and emails, the bracket was installed a week later, and USPS installed their master lock less than a week after that.
Thank goodness it's finally fixed. It's just a matter of, like I said, making sure everything gets to the proper places where it needs to go.
Tenants say they are still waiting for that first letter, but they're thankful the boxes got fixed, and they're glad they called KENS 5.
KENS 5 definitely was able to help us. We appreciate you guys.
And the post office also told us last week they will make sure to confirm that the mail is resumed for those tenants. For Call KENS, Andrew Moore, KENS 5.
Great job, Andrew.